Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I made a video today because I really think that I have conclusive evidence that Boncuklu Tara, Turkey, a site that predates Göbekli Tepe by a thousand years, we're going back 14,000 years here, was designed and laid out on a massive scale to match the markings of the moon. That these ancient sites are actually moon worship based. Okay, so I've got the Photoshop lined up here, and let's do this. So what I see here, and I've already pointed it out, this is Boncuklu Tara, Turkey. This is from Google Earth. I took it myself. You will not find this aerial view online. You have to Google Earth it yourself. And this is the moon, and it's in the position of upside down from what we see it today, which I think is significant, but that's another video. Let's just match today Boncuklu Tara, Turkey with the moon. All right, now I'm going to do this right in front of you so that you see. Now, see how this down here looks like this is continued? They just put a freeway over top of it. But if this freeway were gone, this material matches this material. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my match here and ignore the freeway. And what it appears to me like is a small dog. Now I know that it's not a small dog. I'm just using the small dog, here's the nose, with examples so that we have a compositional shorthand to discuss the shape that I'm creating right now. All right, so there that is, right? So now you just saw me trace that in front of you. I have not traced any extra lines. I haven't made any extra lines. Now let's see what happens when I take this tracing and I move it up to here. It is a perfect match. I'll do it again. And I could have, even this back section, you see there's more back section that I could have included. But just taking what this is right here, the dark spot is the nose, and that's how it's a match. Now, I want you to notice this is not just a square or a circle. This is not a simple. Shape. This is a very involved, complex shape of a small dog here that we're saying. So that's difficult to replicate here. So let's take the next section. I believe that this shape looks like a bird. Here's the tail feathers, here's the wings. I believe it's corresponding with the bird up here. So once again, let's do the dog. And this time, I'm going to take all of this. Let's create the shape of a dog again. Follow that, right? Am I lying? It's right in front of you. Is that not the outline that you just saw? Now watch. Boom, it's right there. I forgot to include the nose. But the nose is right there. It's like Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas. All right, so here is the bird that I say exists. Let's take this. See the bird, it's even got a beak. Did I make anything up? Or am I just tracing what is there? We take that, there's that. There is the bird, and there is the dog. I'm going to do it one more time. Let's draw a dog and include his nose this time. And the body, right? Take that up. There he is. Now, let's draw the bird. These are massive features. There's the bird. These are massive features. This is square mileage down here. This was done on a massive scale. This says a lot about our ancient past. They were geo-surveyors. They had the sophistication geo-survey. They had the division of labor to undertake such a task. This could have taken thousands and thousands of years to do. This is here's the kicker. X marks the spot. This is the Copernicus Crater. It is the second brightest spot on the moon. The Tycho Crater would be up here. That is this. You can see half the circle right. I'm sorry, half the circle is right there. That's the crater position. This is the actual holy site. This is Boncuklu Tara, Turkey. They've covered it over to protect it from the elements. But it is this section right here. They have made the holy site based upon this bright spot on the moon. I'm going to do this one more time. So let's draw the large back on the dog, comes down, goes up into a little hook there, goes around and up, and here is the nose, and here is the head. Did I make up anything? No. There it is. I just did it right in front of you, right? Look, there it is. So we take this, we move it to there, and it is astonishingly accurate for people who are doing this in a time of presumably eyeballing it with no telescopes. There are ancient Jewish and Arabic sources that say that the moon was at one point larger in the sky. So that's all based on legend, but that's what the ancient legends say. I'm going to do the bird one more time. There's the bird, and there's the bird. Exactly where it should be in relation to the dog. And again, here is the Copernicus crater. That is right there in relation. This is Boncuklu Tara. They've made the bright spot the holy place. There's much more that overlaps, but this was the obvious stuff right here. So let's do something fun. Let's take the entire image, okay? So here's the dog. Here's into the bird. Here's the dog. Into the bird. Same mistake. All right, let's take it from here. Here is the bird, the dog. I'm not making anything up. Let's see if I can fix that. All right, so I take this, I move it up here, and look, there it is. There it is. You could tweak it. You could tweak it a little bit, but you have to understand this is 14,000 years ago. They're, for all intents and purposes that we know they don't have a telescope. They're eyeballing this. So this is a picture perfect rendition. This is a this is eyeballing it. This is somebody looking at it and measuring it with some stick or something like that with their eyes. This is picture perfect. So we have to allow for the fact that it's not going to be picture perfect, but how close? What are the odds that it's that close? Again, this is not a square and a circle, and really basic shapes. This is a dog and a bird, and right to the right of it, we have the we have this sphere, which is right to the right of right there, where it is shown right there. This is the holy site. This is where the temple is. Do it one more time. I'm not good with drawing with my fingertips. I need to get one of those like light drawer pens or whatever. Okay, so go up. Think of the scale that they were able to carve this on. Think of the technology that it took. Man. The sophistication that they had to be able to create, and this shouldn't surprise us when we think of the Nazca lines and how, the Nazca lines are miles long. So, there we go. So we take this again, move it right there, and there it is. There it is. I don't know how, and then here's the temple. There's the circle, there's the circle. Here's the wing end, and then here's the circle. Here's the wing. You could put the wing here if you wanted. Again, they're eyeballing this. This is picture perfect. you have to allow for some margin of error from eyeballing it to picture perfect. And here is where they have placed the temple. I don't know what else you need. This is only my first day with Photoshop, so I'm gonna continue to match all of the rest that's here. But I think this is enough. This unequivocally proves that the Boncuklu Tara, and this is just Boncuklu Tara, the entire surrounding region, which is square mileage, has been geocarved, landscaped, terraformed, whatever way you want to call it, on a massive scale here to match the markings of the moon. We have to consider all of that entails workforce, division of labor, sophistication of method, as far as like somebody had to see it from the sky. There was an artist who saw it from the sky and made a rendering. Somebody else checked it with measuring tools they had to develop to compare. Then they had to develop the process of mapping their territory and accurately measuring it to the point where they were able to undertake the massive undertaking of removal of Earth and shaping of the terraform. I'm going to show you one more time. Look, this section even makes an ear. The ear is right there. I'm gonna continue to match all of the other things that match, but this should not be. I should not be able to draw a dog right there, and you can see me do it, and here's his nose, and then go right into a bird, just as like it's shown, and there's the temple, and I bring this down to here, and look, there it is. Again, it's not picture perfect. They are eyeballing it from many thousands of miles away, you know, from the Earth. But this should not match nearly as much as it does. The giveaway is the fact that the second brightest spot on the moon, the Copernicus Crater, is the exact spot of the temple itself. That makes sense. This completely rewrites prehistory. This completely upends what our modern academias tell us about the supposed hunter-gatherers and this predates Göbekli Tepe by 1,000 years. There was a remarkable amount of sophistication going on in this region for, think how many thousands of years this must have taken for them to reach this level of sophistication, and not to mention how many years it must have taken to actually accomplish this. This breaks open prehistory in the widest possible sense. There is no way that I should be able to draw this figure and match the bird, the dog and the bird, and the dog and the bird. Let's just take the dog one more time. I'm just drawing as quickly as possible here. They are, and even for being just being eyeballed, they have it remarkably close. Like this is precision. This is and when you think about the scale that they are accomplishing this on, this you know, this shows a remarkable level of sophistication that is far beyond what we currently attribute to our prehistoric ancestors. And I'm going to keep on matching things, but I mean, this is the smoking gun, especially when you consider that this ultra bright spot, the second brightest spot on the moon, the Copernicus Crater, matches the exact spot. Again, they have it covered right there. Matches the exact spot of Boncuklu Tara, the temple itself. But all of this was a holy area. All of this was made sacred, matching it to the moon. In fact, there's probably many archaeological discoveries yet to be made by searching using the moon template as a map. All right, my name's Steve Fitzgerald, and this is Moon Magic Discovered. Everything BCE is moon worship. And it's moon worship based as far as using the moon markings as a template. The really curious thing here is it's upside down. The moon is upside down from what these are the the man in the moon face. These are the eyes, and that suggests to me that something funny is going on with our moon. Something in antiquity happened. Again, ancient Jewish and ancient Arabic sources, and someone was telling me also that Maori may also be in on this as well, that say that the moon was once larger than the sun, and therefore the moon was initially attributed to the male aspect because it was larger, and it wasn't until it became what it is today that it became associated with the feminine aspect. The moon was so, the ancient legends also say the moon was so bright there was no true darkness, that we went right from moonlight to daylight. It was just a different form of light. They also erroneously believed that moonlight was its own thing, that it wasn't sunlight reflected as we know it is today. And again, I have found evidence which suggests to me, and I'm going to do videos on this now that I have Photoshop, that the most ancient coins began as small moons. The moon was valued, the moon was venerated, so the token of the value that we gave each other for services and goods was a moon. Coins were small moons. And on some ancient sources, on ancient coins, on the opposite, on one side I find the markings of the moon that we know. On the other side, I find the dark side of the moon markings matching. Some weird things are going on. Was the moon larger? Did it rotate? Did it spin? Did something happen in the Younger Dryas that caused the moon to become what it is, that the Younger Dryas impact? A lot still happened at the end of the Bronze Age, around 4000 BCE, that is unexplained and stuff. So there's also got to be a reason, why did Akhenaten suddenly stop venerating all of the moon-based gods who had came before and was all about the sun, was all about Aten after that? I think that's a huge clue as well. But let's just stick to this. Here's the dog. You just saw me trace it. Goes right there and includes the nose. And here is the bird. Right there. And then this becomes, you see part of it right there. The rest is covered with the covering of Boncuklu Tara. But they've made this. I assume this guy is probably that guy too. So this whole region right here, this square, this is what this is right here. This area has been transformed into the temple. This area right here is the temple. This will match up. Okay, I'd love to hear your comments. I'm going to keep making because I think this is undeniable proof. My name's Steve, and I'll see you guys on the next one.